in your openFrameworks folder. Okay. So you guys probably have this folder called Project Generator. And if you double click on this one, a new window will pop up asking you to create a new app, a new openFrameworks file. Okay? So I'm gonna leave it under apps, my apps.
Just double click it again.
And then gonna give it a name that is somehow related to what we're gonna do today. So example 1, shapes. And if I click generate project, I close this window by pressing escape. Then I go to apps, my apps, example 1 shapes. So my new app is there. Everybody okay? Everybody there?
Actually, my security was not letting me.
Oh yeah, yeah, Mac doesn't allow you to execute project generator. Yeah, you get it?
Thank you.
Almost there.
Lock sound. And this all the time when you make it run, the window takes all the screen.
All the
Can we set up the OFF in a way that the window every time you press run goes to a specific place and smaller?
Yeah, that's in your main.
Yeah.
Okay.
But where is it? Because the main file is not here.
No, it's in
No.
source.
When you actually,
Oh, you can't do it
Yeah.
from Project Generator.
Yeah.
you have to do it in the actual main.
Exact.
Like
the
here?
main part.
Yeah,
In
They
there,
want to
yeah.
change the settings, like the default for project generator,
that's a good
to
point.
make it smaller. Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. There's a new one coming up. New project generator or a new whole? New project generator. Okay. So okay, my apps, example 1, shapes. Then I have this beautiful empty project.
Yeah, so just want to put it into the my apps. That's the directory it's going.
To go to the thing that matters here, go to the CPP file,
So we go to that file directory.
right? And then who here used processing before? I know that she did, you guys did. Okay, this is a lot like processing. Saying that doesn't help for you guys, but I'm going straight into draw because it's where we're going to draw stuff. So if I want to draw a circle, that's kind of straightforward. Usually the functions in openFrameworks, they start with OF, stands for openFrameworks, and then in this case OF circle. The good thing about Xcode is that once I begin typing in function, it gives me this autocomplete thing. So it's telling me what I need to fill out. So the first argument here is the go back. Yeah, so the X position of my circle, 1200 pixels, the Y position, 400, and the radius. So remember Jason's diagram. We start from 0, 0 here. The X increases from left to right, just like mathematics. But the Y increases from the top to the bottom, which is the opposite of regular mathematics. It drives people crazy. But that's how computers work. And we finally have something on our beautiful gray screen. The first graphic. Alright. So far this thing has no color. It's just a wide circle. If I want to give it a color, there is OF set color. And then it's asking me for an R, a G, and a B. That stands for red, green, blue, right? It's kind of standard color type for computers too. So, for instance, if I say 255, 0, 0, these values go from, by default, they go from 0 to 255. So we have 256 options, which is 0, 0, 1, 8 times, which is the byte that Jason was talking about. So this is the maximum of red and the minimum for green, minimum for blue. So my circle would be red in this case.
It's RGB, so
RGB. If I want to mix this, say red and blue, 255, 255. I have this magenta. Okay, everybody with me so far? Okay, nice. So what else can we do? There are some other options for drawing. I could say OF rect. Then I need to tell openFrameworks what's the X position, what's the Y position, and what's the width and the height of my rectangle. So, they're like 50. Notice that I didn't say OF set color magenta again, right? When I set the color, that's going to affect everything that goes after.
Is this the scope thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Outside the...
Yeah, you could say so, yeah. So, if I want to change the color for this guy, I need another set color in between. So if I want to make that guy green, I could do 0, 0. Make this smaller. Now we're going to see. Make this coordinates a bit smaller. Also, I can change the size of that screen by going to setup and saying OF set window shape, and I give it a width and a height. It's the same thing as going to the main and changing this guy. Set window shape. Beautiful tiny app. Okay, what else do you guys feel like drawing? Suggestions? A star. Oh wow. A star. Okay, let's there is no OF star.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is no OF star. I can show you how to draw a polygon, and then we can figure out how to draw a star as homework. So if I want to draw a bunch of coordinates, I need to begin drawing a shape. Because if I just draw different points, openFrameworks is not going to understand that as a single shape. So I need to say something like begin shape. And Is it OF begin shape?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then OF and shape. So everything that goes in between here is going to be part of the same shape, right? So I could say OF vertex. Always draw the these things or type in random coordinates. Just giving random x and y to these guys. I have no idea what's going to happen. It's going to be a tiny drawing. So each one of these OF vertex is one point in my shape, not star. Who knows someday. A beautiful thing.
Space Pac-Man?
It looks good.
Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good. We could make it yellow then. Yellow will be red and green. Okay. So also, say we don't want that as a fill. We just want the stroke of that. So we need to tell openFrameworks, stop drawing the fill. The way of doing that is OF no fill. This is not going to. So now everything is just a stroke. Why is that? If I'm saying just stop drawing the fill from here. Any idea?
Sorry.
Why did I take out the fill of everything? If I'm saying OF no fill just here, shouldn't it take out?
It's inside the scope. It's too there.
Yeah, because in the next frame, the next draw loop
Goes back to the
yeah, so these guys, there is no OF fill to bring it back.
Okay.
So we need that. We need OF fill.
Oh, because this is also, it's not inside your OF folder. So it's, on your OF folder?
Missing the end shape.
Okay.
You know, the folder that has the,
Lots of bugs already. Lots of problems. Things crashing. Don't forget the semicolons.
you know where the folder is? Let me delete the last one.
Oh, no, that's good.
Oh yeah, they're trying to run the examples outside of the OF folder.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so go into apps. And right there, inside of apps, just small, and then press paste. Tab. And try again, yeah. And then try running again.
Did you bring it to them?
Yeah, you're good now.
So the
Is your search working?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, say we want to make the Pac-Man then. That was a good idea. Let's just make it move. Let's just make it move right now. Gonna make it smaller first. This is huge. Okay. So thinking about the scope that Jason talked about, I need this variable, say Pacman X, it's gonna move the Pacman from left to right, and then the draw function is gonna make use of it to draw my Pacman. But I want the update function to update the position of the Pacman, right? So the best place to put this variable would be here outside in the header, just like the eye, the first eye we made. I'm going to do convenient Pacman X. The beautiful camel case. Careful with these things. If you name it with an uppercase in the middle and another uppercase in the end, then you need to remember that. Actually, that's better in Xcode because it's going to ask for that. So say I want my Pacman to start at the 0 of the screen. I'm going to give it 0. And then instead of drawing at 100, I'm going to draw at Pacman X. Beautiful autocomplete. Processing doesn't give you that. Okay. Okay. But this guy's not moving, right? So any suggestions to make it move?
You want to add to the X?
Yeah, yeah. Gonna do it on update. On update, I'll say Pacman X equals Pacman X plus 1. So remember that this is a loop. Like every time openFrameworks is calling update and draw, update and draw, update, draw, update, draw. So every time it's going to call update, my Pacman X is going to increase by 1. Let's see how that goes. Okay.
All right.
Oh.
And there's no.
Yeah, how can I bring it back? -1. If I put -1, what happens?
It goes to the left. Is that right?
Yeah, it's just gonna go to the left, I think.
So when it reaches a certain point, then turn to -1.
Yeah. So
There's statements.
the real Pacman, it does something like this, right? It goes and then it appears here.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the Pacman
okay.
effect.
Endless
Yeah.
loop.
So what can we do here? So
If the Pacman goes past the end, it starts at the beginning again.
so if the Pacman X,
It's
Greater than OF get width.
bigger than
yeah.
the window.
So this is a way to get the window size. OF get width. You had that in one of Jason's examples too.
Then Pacman X -1 equals Pacman X -1.
Let's see what happens if I do this. Yeah, this is gonna stop. This is gonna stop. Then
Favorite and
yeah, because it gets here, then it gets greater than the width, then falls into this, goes back 1, then in the next, this is not true anymore. So it moves one back, one forward, and then one back.
Could
So
you
it's
zoom
three
in?
moves.
We see if we could see the pixels moving one pixel.
Yeah, yeah.
It creates a loop, right?
Yeah.
Stuck there.
What I want to do, like the real Pac-Man effect, would be something like this. When it reaches that side, it appears on this side. One, it's really slow. Yo. Blinking. That's fine.
But it sort of disappears.
Yeah.
Goes back. Right?
Yeah, a better way to do this would be, say, it is 50 pixels wide, right? So I could say, if the Pac-Man X plus 50, and then it doesn't appear at the 0, it appears at minus 50. I think this will work. Oh, it's the opposite. Pac-Man X
It'll be OF get width plus 50.
plus
Yeah.
50.
Yeah.
One's too slow. Go right again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
there you go. Beautiful Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So, we could also make it follow the mouse, for instance, instead of doing that. Instead of having this, gonna comment this out. Could make, comment all this. I could make, if the Pac-Man, if the Pac-Man is to the left of the mouse, so the Pac-Man X is less than the mouse X. Plus, let's see what that is. Okay, I did. If the position X of the Pac-Man is less than the position X of the mouse, then make the Pac-Man move until it reaches the mouse. But then how could I make it go back? Like if I'm here, make the Pac-Man come back here.
It's the same thing, like if the Pac-Man X is bigger than object width, plus 50, Pac-Man X inverts the direction,
Yeah,
which is -2.
-2. Let's follow the arms. Okay. So, as you notice, I can access the X of the mouse with this. So I can access the Y too, right? This would go better as an else if instead of just in there, because those are opposite conditions. Say if I want to do the Y. Oh, I don't have a Pac-Man Y. So I need to go back there and Pacman Y. So I'm gonna change all this to Y, but it's basically the same thing.
There's a pattern right here. There's a pattern.
Oops. So why this is not moving the Pacman Y?
Oh, because we didn't put Pacman Y into the O circle.
Yeah. So I'm not using the Pacman Y to draw the
That is
circle.
cool.
I'm still drawing at 200. Gonna give it an initial position too. Yeah, this is not the best way to do this. Today it's kind of okay.
Why it's flickering a little bit?
Yeah, because it falls into those conditions there. So it gets less than the mouse, then moves 2 pixels forward, and then that's greater than the mouse, so it moves 2 pixels back, and so on.
So we have to create another thing like when it gets to the mouse, stop the loop. That it?
Yeah, you could say else it doesn't do anything. Maybe. I don't know if this works. Yeah, but then doesn't do anything would be the same. I'll just put 1 pixel. Oh, but there is no, if it's equals to.
Oh, equals.
Yeah, there's no.
Equals mouse X and equals mouse Y, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I put equals here or not. I'm trying. Nah, it's worse. It's not the best way. It's not the best way. So, yeah, before we go on trying to fix the Pacman, we still have this gray background, right? Nobody asked about the gray background. Everybody's happy with the gray background.
No, we won't.
I see your faces, you're like very, that's very coder. I could do OF background, and then it asks me for RGB color, just the same, OF background. With a dark Pacman background. Okay. You can also use hexadecimal for colors, kind of a web standard. Web background X, this guy. Then you have that format of 3 pairs, 6 numbers. Yeah.